My shop is just about set up, but it's definitely still a mess. Uh, I'm new to this, so I'm going to give you a shop tour because I see a lot of people do them. I recently just purchased an entire wood shop from a guy going out of business, and I've been wanting to get into this professionally for a long time, so I feel like I'm finally pretty close. So here goes. We're gonna try to get this camera switched around. Alright, back up and running. So, in the lot that I bought from the gentleman going out of business, this is one of the first pieces. It's the Grizzly G0452P 6-inch jointer. So far, very, very happy with it. Makes a beautiful clean cut. Nice industrial power switch. I'm not used to having really nice equipment. I'm used to some older stuff, but so far this is a beautiful piece of equipment. I do have some dust collection that I also got from this guy, a 2 horsepower Harbor Freight Special. Seems to pull really well. I've got my Mountain Man rig up here with the duct tape on the flex hose, and I've even got this extra port sealed up with the Mountain Man duct tape, but so far it's working for me. This is the tool that I already had. This is a 6-inch by 48-inch belt sander slash disc sander that was given to me by my grandfather. Originally was my great-grandfather's, who were both woodworkers. I do have a little bit of a tool wall here, but not a whole lot hanging on it. Another tool from the lot that I bought from the gentleman going out of business, the oscillating spindle slash disc sander. So far very happy with it. Sands, does the job that I need it to do. Another piece, Craftsman drill press, also seems to be working very well for me. Drills holes. Got my drill station, which isn't the prettiest, but it holds drills, holds the bits, and I've got it set up where all my chargers are plugged in. I'm able to get all my batteries charged pretty easily. My drill index in a solid block of maple that I fabricated myself holds all my different drills except my Forstner bits that I have a separate case for. Air compressor with a hose reel, pretty standard piece of equipment. Alright, so back here I do have this big long, let's see if I can get a full shot of it. Big long, we'll call it the miter station. I have 2 radial arm saws and a miter saw, which is probably overkill, but this radial arm saw was given to me by my grandfather, and this one came in a lot of machinery that I just picked up. So I got them all set up so I can cut up to like a 22-foot piece of wood on there. All the fences are in line, tables are level, so I'm pretty happy about that. Another piece in the lot was this pen lathe. Seems to work really well. Maybe I'll take a stab at turning a pen sometime. Hopefully shoot a video of that. Have saw blade storage, a little Rockwell Blade Runner jigsaw with a table. Yorkcraft 12 by 36-inch lathe came in the lot of stuff that I just picked up. Moving along, I have my 12 3/4 inch Foley bell saw planer. Rewired the switch in this so that it was operational. I picked this up. This was actually one of the first purchases I made when I started trying to build the wood shop. Very happy with it. It does a great job, and it's quite a machine. I do have some tool storage on the wall here for my hand tools, belt sanders, grinders, jigsaw, reciprocating saw, sanders, circular saw, pretty much all the standard stuff, routers. Moving on, we'll move this out of the way. Another piece that came with the lot was this DeWalt 12-inch planer. Works really well. Got it hooked up to the Grizzly 1 horsepower dust collector. Just underneath there is my wire feed welder. So I said the dust collector, that was also in the lot, and the big Grizzly 17-inch bandsaw also in the lot. Very happy with that. That was a big selling point for me. That was one of the machines that I really wanted. Got a little Craftsman router table there with the dedicated router in it. All my router bits mounted on the wall, and another set there on the. This is a cool machine I picked up. This was actually in the guy's yard. He sold it to me for $50. It was covered in rust, and all the handles were seized, and the pulleys weren't running very well. The switch was bad in it. Put a new switch in it, put a new cord on it, new base on it because the base was all rotted. Got it all cleaned up, and I mean that is a heavy duty 8-inch joiner, and it works awesome. Moving to my island, one of my favorite pieces. I mean, everybody uses a table saw for almost everything, but I picked this up for a steal. It's just a beast of a table saw. It's got a 5 horsepower motor on it. Runs a 12-inch to 14-inch blade, but it is fantastic, especially for what I paid for it. A little noisy there, but fence is super solid. Sorry about my cameraman skills, I'm just new at this. This Grizzly G0771, that was another piece of the lot that I purchased. Guy had a lot of Grizzly stuff, which it's good machinery. It's definitely not the Rockwell, but it is a nice table saw. And then this was my first table saw. I was helping a local cabinet maker out, just trying to get my feet under me and learn a few things, and he gave me this as a gift for helping. Built myself a little table saw sled for it, and I also upgraded the fence system. I purchased the plans from John Heist for this cam handle fence system. Very happy with that. Definitely upgraded from the cheaper Craftsman that was on it. Really messy, but I do have a rolling cart here that I usually use for my assembly cart. Store some lumber underneath. I got some old barn beams that are cut into slabs that I think I'm gonna key together and make a live edge table out of. I've got a big walnut slab that I'm gonna make a live edge table out of. Some more storage underneath my outfeed table. Little coat rack we're working on here. I got to get these railroad spikes. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do it, whether I'm going to bend them and drill through them and screw them to the face of this, or I had another idea where I might cut a square hole or mortise in the wood and drop them through and weld to a piece on the back that holds them in there. Haven't quite decided. Maybe you can throw me some comments and see. I'm also working on, it's not very pretty at the moment, but hopefully it'll get there. I'm working on, this is just the beginning of a toy box that's going to be for my brother and his wife. They're having a baby this fall, and making a toy box for them, and I'm taking a page from the Samurai Carpenter, from the box that he made for Alex Steele, and I'm doing, I guess they'd be called through mortises. So I'm cutting the tongues on here right now, and I'll have 3 tongues, and then there's one of the ends that'll have 3 mortises in it for the tongues to slide through. I've decided, like I said, like the Samurai Carpenter, I'm not going to use any metal fasteners in this. It's going to be all wood joinery. It's my first attempt at that, so hopefully it turns out well, especially since it's for my brother. Just a little, this is my burn pile once I go through it and pull what's good off of it. Also in the lot came a bunch of kitchen cabinets, which actually worked out really well. I got some extra storage in here, but that'll be my, this is a scrap pile at the moment, but I'll be digging through that and taking out all the good plywood and lumber that I can get out of it, and whatever's left over, little particle board or whatnot, that'll all be burned up and gotten rid of. But all right, that's my shop tour. Like I said, it's very messy, and I'm new at this, so my camera skills probably aren't the best. But I've been wanting to try this for a while, and I think it's time to just go ahead and dive in. So talk to you guys later.